afternoon, everyone. 502 live streamers with Michael Pyles, who is struggling with a very insidious form of cancer called Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3. He's a friend of all of ours. He's an active part of our community. We love him very much, and we just wanted to have an educational moment here to teach you a little bit about what this disease is, and secondly, to ask Michael's friends and family and supporters to stand up and help him in this time of need, because it is a very debilitating time. So, Michael, we love you, first of all.
I appreciate y'all. I love y'all as well.
We appreciate you. And if you would, please, just start out with a very brief layman's terms explanation of what Hodgkin's lymphoma actually is.
Pretty much, Hodgkin's lymphoma is a form of cancer that attacks the white blood cells within the body. It causes lymph nodes throughout the body. It started off on my neck, and now it's progressed into my chest and into my stomach, which is what makes it stage 3. They call it before it actually hit stage 4, which is the worst form of any type of cancer. But even stage 3 is still pretty hard, so it's something new to me. I'm still doing my research on it, but it's hard.
It's extremely hard, and one of the hardest things is it's really interfered in your ability to work, and you've always been a working man. So talk to us about what it's like to not be able to have the income that you need to support yourself.
It's killing me, because when I found out I had it, I was ready to go back to work. I went to the doctor, for them to be like, you're cleared, you're good, go back to work. Mental health was good coming out of the protest. I'm like, I need mental health. Let me go ahead and get my health in order. As I was getting it in order, they was like, boom, you got cancer. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I'm coming in ready to go back to work, and y'all telling me you got cancer, you can't work for 6 months. I'm just like, that killed everything. I found out September the 13th that I had it. By beginning of October, I was already in treatment, and I'm now on my 2nd round of chemo. But within the process of that, I've lost my car, so I'm unable to get back and forth to my doctor's appointments. I just started a little part-time job to try to make some type of money, and I'm struggling to get back and forth there because I don't have a vehicle. It's starting to get cold, and me catching the bus in the cold back and forth to doctor's appointments or even to work, I can't do it. And it's even harder by being right around Thanksgiving and Christmas. I lost my mom last year due to COVID, and then I lost my dad due to cancer in 2019. So it's just been a hell of a 3 years for me.
And thank God for friends, Michael, because some of the friends that we're at some friends' house right now, Ava and Marissa, and their children have allowed us to come over and do the interview here. We're grateful for them. But there is nothing that can possibly describe the feeling of hearing the words, you have cancer.
Right.
And the impact that it has on your life is pretty much unparalleled in comparison to anything. Because it's just got such a desperate connotation.
It does.
Talk to me about what you want people to know about fighting cancer and what is required to be able to do it successfully, because one of the first things is obviously an ability to get to a doctor's appointment.
Right. What is it take to fight through this? It's hard. For one, it takes a support system.
Yes.
If it wasn't for my Breeway family, my protest family, I wouldn't know what to do, because I don't have a family. I had a mom and dad, they passed away. I have friends that's family, but y'all are my biological family now. So it's, for one, it takes a support system. For two, it takes strength, because it's hard. It's one thing to, go through something, but to have to go through cancer, it's hard because you got to go through chemo, and chemo takes a toll on you. It be times I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sleep all day. I barely have an appetite. I got a port put in my chest, so I can barely do limited stuff because of the port that's in my chest. So it's hard, and I just want people to know that it's possible. Because at my last treatment, there was an 82-year-old woman who had beat breast cancer for her fourth time, and she got to ring that bell. And to hear her ring that bell at 82 gave me like so much hope. I'm like,
Explain what ringing the bell means when you're down at the cancer center.
ringing the bell means that you had just finished your last treatment of chemo and you're now in remission. And to hear an 82-year-old woman do that and have been through breast cancer 4 times, just it gave me so much hope. So it definitely takes a support system, and then it also takes people that work with you throughout the cancer that just makes it better for you.
So one of the things that has happened, Michael, is as a result of your not being able to work, you had the unfortunate incident of falling behind on the car payments.
Yes.
And they repoed your car the other day.
Yes.
What would it take to get your car back?
Right now, they told me it would take $700 to get it back. That's a month's payment behind the $400, and then the $300 of the repossession fee, and then I have a following payment coming up this Friday. So $700 to get it back total.
Okay, so our goal today is to try to give people the incentive to contribute to your money apps to get to $700 at least to help get your car back, because to get to the doctor's appointments and do the other things that you need to do to stay healthy and well is what we want to help you to do.
Yes.
There's also a fundraiser going on this weekend that you can talk about if you'd like to on Saturday, that is going to give people an opportunity to come and share their talent
Yes.
at a talent show.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about that fundraiser.
Honestly, one of our protest friends came to me, and he was like, "Hey, Michael, I wanna help you. What kind of way can I help you?" I was like, "I don't know." He was like, "Well, let me get back to you." So he got back to me. He was like, "What about a talent show where we raise money and do a little raffle while people do a talent?" I was like, "That sounds wonderful." So pretty much Saturday at 3 o'clock at, what is it? The
Norae Bar.
Norae Bar in Nulu will be a talent show where you can just come and just give your talent, because Breeway has a lot of talent out here, and I just want people to not only support me but to support the movement as well. Like, this is a family, and I just want us to come together on Saturday and just have a good time.
Do you have to sign up in advance or anything?
No, you do not. You
Awesome.
can just show up and you can perform a talent.
So would you be so kind as to give us your money apps so that we can add it to our live streams? And that way, if folks are inclined to want to support something that is very important to all of us right before the holidays, they would have the chance to give, to contribute to you, to number one, get you back in your car, which is a very critical part, and number
Yes.
two, start raising some of the money that's going to be necessary to sustain you through this treatment process, because it's not cheap and easy. Whether you have insurance, whether you don't have insurance, it is not an easy process to get through cancer.
It's not.
So give us those money apps, if you will,
My
Michael.
Cash App is Young Mike's 502. That is YOUNG MIKES 502 for Cash App, and the same for Venmo. Young Mike YOUNG MIKES 502 for Venmo as well.
Okay, so Young Mike's, Cash App, and Venmo, excellent. And hopefully we'll be able to get, for some reason I'm trying to reconnect, so my Wi-Fi has screwed up, but Maxwell's and Riot's are still going, which is great. Here we go again. I'll put those up on my stream, the guys will put that up on their stream, and hopefully folks who are really interested and willing to support someone who's been out doing really the work of goodness for the last year and a half, as long as I've known you. You've been a poll worker, You know, you were a very, very important part of the protests, a standard at the square. You've been there for everybody who's needed you to be there for you, and we want to be there for you right now.
I appreciate it, and I still want to be able to be out there, but right now with not having transportation, it limits me to even be able to get out to the protest like I want to. So the vehicle is a main factor for me, not just to get back and forth to chemo and treatment, but to help our friends and family get around, and also be able to get out to the protest and make sure that justice is served.
Well, thank you, Michael. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you,
Max and
guys.
Norae, is there anything you wanted to throw in? Did you have a question or a thought that you wanted to share?
I think that was great.
You got it? Good.
We're here with you
Yeah.
and willing to support, and hope that people watching these live streams are, finding within themselves to support the CashApp and Venmo, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
I appreciate it. I'll be there.
Love you, Michael.
Love y'all too.
Hey, cry.